Yo, what up, boys? Polo Charizard here, and in this video, I'm going to show the ones of you that are interested in how I optimize my PC, some of the tips and tricks that I learned, pretty much every single tip that I could frickin' remember. I went over and, did it again just so I could teach you guys, basically. So, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you're new, sub. I'm by no means a computer geek, but I've learned from a lot of credible sources a lot of these optimizations, and basically if you'd like the most performance out of your computer, this goes for low end or high end PCs. This is the video for you. It's not going to be just the same timer resolution video like half of these videos you see. So if you enjoy, hit the like button. Alright, boys, before we do anything here, we're going to create a system restore point. To do that, you're going to go down to your little search bar here, and you're going to type in control panel. Click on control panel, and then make sure your view by category is set on category. From there, click on system and security, go to system, then system protection. From there, you're going to create a new system restore point. If you don't have one already, you're going to click your local disk C, and you're going to click configure right here. From here, you're going to turn on system protection, and you're going to set this to 5%, click apply, and then click OK. From there, you're going to click on create a restore point. To create a restore point, click create, and then name it something you can remember, so that way, just in case you need to use it, you know what it is. After that, in case you need to use your system restore, you're going to click on system restore and follow the steps of this short little, maybe 3 or 4 click process here. Alright, boys, so basically real quick, I'm not going to get too much into details, but I'm just going to show you guys my Nvidia control panel settings and let you copy them. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into detail about what they are and what they do, but I'm just going to quickly let you see what they are, so that way you can choose whether or not you want to use them. And basically some settings I'm going to explain why or why not you might not want to use them. Okay, basically adjust with image settings with preview. You're going to go down to this, click this, scroll all the way to performance, and then use advanced 3D settings and click apply. After that, you're going to go to manage 3D settings. You can copy all my settings here. I'm going to let you guys just do you, and then I'll quickly explain which ones you might not want to use. Now, the ones you might not want to use, if you have a lower end PC, just for more performance, you're going to want to turn this texture filtering on high performance, and you're going to want to turn powered management mode on prefer maximum performance, and use G-Sync depending on your computer situation. If you have a good computer and you don't need G-Sync, then use fixed refresh. If you have like a unstable FPS when you're playing games, then use G-Sync. And then basically just turn all these off, and if you have a lower end PC, you can just turn this off. After that, apply the settings, and then you're going to want to go down here to change resolution. Make sure this is on your highest resolution and refresh rate. Same thing for this one, and then make sure both of these are using the Nvidia color settings. Next thing is you can use my Nvidia desktop color settings if you want to. If not, just use the default. But basically here they are, and you can copy them if you want. Next thing is adjust desktop size and position. You're going to want to click yes on that I just clicked no to. But I clicked no because I didn't change anything. So, and maybe I changed something by accident, so I just clicked no. But in your case, you would have pressed yes. And then for here, adjust desktop size and position, you're going to to make sure both of these monitors, or if you have one monitor or 10 monitors, depending on how many you have, just make sure they're copying my settings. Your main monitor is always going to want to perform scaling on GPU, and then any of your secondary monitors that you're not gaming on, just perform scaling on display, just to save, extra GPU power. Next thing I'm going to show you is basically a download that is going to be in my description. It's called Nvidia Inspector, and once you download it, you're just basically going to open up Nvidia Inspector. It's going to ask for administrative privileges like I just showed you, and once this comes up, you're going to click this. Okay, now you're probably like, whoa, what is this? Don't worry, guys, it's simple. You're only changing a few small settings that are going to make your computer run a lot better when gaming. Now, what these settings are, I'm going to try to make as fast as possible. And yeah, G-Sync global feature. I don't use G-Sync, so I'm going to turn this off. If you do use G-Sync, then turn it on, okay? I don't personally use it, so I'm going to just turn that off. Always make sure vertical sync is off, depending on if you have G-Sync on or not. If you have G-Sync on, then vertical sync needs to be on. If you have G-Sync off, then vertical sync needs to be off. Otherwise, you're going to have input delay. Okay. For your preferred refresh rate, always highest available. And your maximum pre-rendered frames, set this to 1. It should be on automatic, but you're going to want to set it to 1 because that's just, it's the best for input delay. Now, you're going to want to go down here to where it says anti-aliasing. Okay. Here, what you're going to do is you're going to change anti-aliasing, transparency, super sampling. Change that to 8 times super sampling. Okay. From there, you're going to scroll down and you're going to look for texture filtering under the texture filtering tab. And it's going to be texture filtering LOD bias DX in parentheses. Now, this one you can fumble with, but I would not suggest going past plus 0.3750 because it's going to make the textures of your games a lot less detailed. I turned mine on plus 0.2500 because it gives me a perfect amount of more of like a cartoony look on Fortnite, which I like. And it helps me see through walls a little bit better and has a lot of less particles going on at once. So it's less of an eye strain, basically, in my opinion. And basically, yeah, just turn that on that. And then the last couple things we're going to switch here is we're going to go down here and we're going to look for, where is it? Enable Ansel. Make sure Enable Ansel is on this same setting. If it says enable or disable for you, make sure it's on disable. Okay. Go to the very bottom and make sure variable refresh rate is on, but turn off VSync control. You want to turn that off. VSync control off. Okay. Last thing is memory allocation policy. You're going to want to make sure that's on as much as needed. Now, the very last thing that I'm going to show you guys is optional. I use it personally, but you can just use highest performance, but I use this because I just, I have a good GPU and I want persistent performance, not high performance, because I don't necessarily need high performance. So yeah, basically, if you have a lower end GPU, just use maximum performance. But for me, I'm gonna use preferred consistent performance because I don't really need to use all my performance if I don't need it. I rather have average 80% performance instead of it fluctuating up from 100 to 20%. So yeah, basically once that's done, click apply changes and you're done. That's it for the Nvidia graphics settings. Alright boys, first thing what we're going to do is we're going to update and we're going to optimize Windows. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down here to your Windows taskbar. You're going to want to click on Settings. From here, you're going to click on Update and Security, and you're going to check for updates. Once you're done checking for updates, you're going to download any necessary updates and restart your computer. Then come back to this screen. Okay. Now, once you're back here, you're going to want to go back to home. Okay. And then you're going to want to click on privacy. I'm not going to get too much into details about what these settings are, but I just want you guys to copy my settings because these are the best settings for gaming on Windows 10. Alright guys, real quick, I'm going to make sure that on your camera and your microphone, you're going to not turn it off. You're only going to turn off all the apps you don't use it on. And then make sure it's on for the apps that you do use it on. So let's say you need it for Streamlabs, you need your camera, make sure on Streamlabs, you're going to have it on. Same thing for microphone here. Whatever you don't use your microphone on, just go ahead and turn off. And then whatever you do use, just leave it on. And then copy the rest of my settings. Always turn off allow apps to access your notifications. Turn this off as well. Turn that off as well. Leave this on. Task, you're going to want to just copy my settings here. Keep on going down. Radios, turn off radios because we don't use radios. Messages, you can also turn that off. Communicate with unpaired devices, definitely turn that off. Background apps, you're going to turn that off. App Diagnostics, just copy my settings. Same thing here, copy my settings. Copy my settings. I'm going to leave this on because rarely do we use pictures. You could just turn it on off actually. Doesn't make a difference. Allow apps to use your video library. I leave this on because I make videos, so I might as well leave it on to avoid any bull crap. You never know, I might need a video somewhere for no reason. And then basically once you're done with that, that's it for here. You're going to click home. And then you're going to want to go to ease of access. And basically from here, you want to go to additional display settings. And make sure this is on. Your display resolution is the highest available. Usually your scaling should be at 100%, but you'll know whether it's too big or small. Just go for the one that fits your screen. And then from here, you're going to click on graphics settings. Now, graphics settings is going to take you to this page. From here, you're going to click on browse. You're going to want to find your Fortnite game launcher. This is usually under your C, program files. Then there will be a Fortnite folder, Epic Games, launcher, engine, config, Windows, or no, actually binaries, then Windows 64, or crap, Windows 32. Oh crap. Cut. Okay, so basically that will be under your C drive, program files, Fortnite, Epic Games, and then so on and so forth. It'll be under your launcher, binaries, program file, binaries, Win64. Okay, basically, so once you get to where I showed you, right here, you're going to want to click on Windows Client, Win64 Shipping, and you're going to want to double click this and it'll bring it up, and then it'll be here. But what you have to do is click on it, go to options and turn that on high performance and save. After that, you can click home again. And you go to system now. And what you're going to want to do is just turn off multitasking. You're going to want to go to storage, optimize all your SSDs and HSDs, just optimize them. And then power and sleep settings. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to want to go to power and sleep settings, and you're going to click additional power and sleep settings. Me, I personally have ultimate performance. If you guys are interested in getting the ultimate performance option, if you don't have it on your computer, I know how, through registry editing, how to get ultimate performance, because my computer didn't come with it. But this is for high-end PCs. If you do not have a high-end PC, then don't use this, but you can still fumble with it and see if it works. But most people have high performance, and that's just what you need to use. Just use high performance. If you guys want to see me show you how to get ultimate performance, I will show you how to do it. Or you could just look up a YouTube video, and I'm pretty sure you have no problem finding it. Alright, next. After you're done with that, basically just going to back out of all this and go home again. And you're going to click on gaming. And make sure Xbox Game Bar turned off. And game mode turned off. Okay? These things cause stuttering while you're playing games. And you do not want stuttering. Doesn't matter if you have 5,000 FPS on a 5,000 refresh rate monitor. If you drop to 1 FPS, stutter every once in a while, you can't do nothing no matter how good your FPS. Okay? So keep that in mind, guys. You don't want to have stuttering. So turn game mode off just to be sure. Some people leave it on. For my computer, it doesn't really work too well. But you can just fumble with it and you'll find the best settings for yourself. After that, you're going to want to go back to the home. And you're going to want to click on network and internet. Now, for me, I use Ethernet. So I'm only going to be showing you guys how to optimize your Ethernet settings. If you want a Wi-Fi optimization video, you could probably find one on the internet, no problem. I don't use Wi-Fi, so I really don't know how to change the Wi-Fi settings to work better, but I'm pretty sure it's not too different than the Ethernet. But without further ado, let's show how to do that. You're going to click on Ethernet here. Then you're going to want to go to change adapter options. This is going to pop up. You're going to go to your Ethernet driver, whichever one you're using. I use this one. Then this thing will pop up and you're going to click on properties. From here, you're going to want to click on Internet Protocol version 4. Leave this on automatic and turn this to 88888844. Click validate settings upon exit. Click OK and click OK again. It should save. It'll do this little detecting test. Once the internet comes back, you're going to click properties again. You're going to go to configure, properties, configure, and you're going to want to go to settings here. Oh, crap. Now, when you're on advanced, you're just going to change these few settings and leave the rest exactly how they were. ARP, offload, disable, enable PME, disabled, energy efficient internet, off, flow control, disabled, gigabyte slave master, auto detect, interrupt moderation, disabled, IPv4 checksum offload, disabled. Then you're going to want to scroll down here. Make sure your maximum number of RSS queues is at the maximum you can provide. Some people have 4, some people have 2, some people have 1. I have 2. Okay. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down here to receive side scaling. Make sure that's enabled. And then receive buffers. It should be on 256. You're going to change it to 512. Okay, that's a good one that's a good number for everybody, whether you have a lot of RAM or not. And then you're going to just go on here and you're going to want to turn off all these. Start from the bottom and then go to the top. Turn off all those and click OK, and it should restart your internet. No worries though, it'll only take a minute and then you'll be back. After that, you're going to want to go back here and you're going to want to click on devices, and then you're going to want to click on display settings, and then you just basically want to make sure this is like this, okay, on 100% and your highest resolution. Go back from there and then go to your mouse. Now once you're under your mouse, you're going to want to do additional mouse options. You're going to put this to whatever feels best for you. If you're a fast clicker, you're going to want to go all the way fast. If you're semi-slow clicker, you're gonna want to go slow. So like basically what I mean when I say clicker is like your double click speed, and you can just test it by like clicking. Just double click the folder, and if it opens, it's good for you. And you can go as fast as you want or as slow as you want. You just experiment with that, and you'll find what works best for you. Now, for pointer options, make sure enhanced pointer precision is off, and this is dead smack center in the middle. After that, click apply, click OK, and then close. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to exit out everything. Exit out everything. And you're going to want to go to Control Panel. Okay? Once you're at Control Panel, you're going to want to go to System and Security. You're going to want to go from System and Security. You're going to want to go to View. You want to go you want to go to System. From System, you're going to want to go to Advanced System Settings. From here, Performance, you're going to turn this on Adjust for Best Performance and click Apply. After that, you're going to click on Remote. Make sure this is unchecked and click Apply. And then click OK. And you're done with that. After that, boys, what you're going to want to do is go and start and download Quick CPU. Quick CPU basically is going to unpark the cores on your computer. Let's say you have 8-core processor. You may only be using 6 because for whatever reason the game or whatever just doesn't want you to use all your cores. So what you're going to do here is you're going to make sure all these are on 100% after you download Quick CPU, and then click Apply. Make sure your system power plan is on ultimate performance or high performance for you, or whatever you have that is best for your system. Click Apply, and then that's done. I'm not going to go too much into depth how to download these things. It's common sense how to download an application, and all the download links are in my description. But after that, you're going to want to download this thing called Driver Toolkit, which will be in my description. And basically just download that, and it's going to scan for all the drivers that you need. And basically, as you can see, I have some out-of-date drivers right now. I didn't pay for the premium version, so it doesn't download them for me. So I have to do them, manually. Which you guys can, I'll make a video on how to download drivers manually, unless you guys just go ahead and spend $20 to get this for a whole year, and it's most definitely worth it. You download all your drivers, and literally like your computer will run 10 times better, because what happens is you think you're downloading all your drivers, but you miss one or two important ones, and it just doesn't, it's not compatible, So basically, I'm going to be purchasing this later. You guys don't have to, but yeah, I am not sponsored by these guys or anything, so yeah, basically that's it for that. I would go over Malwarebytes, but I'm pretty sure everybody and their mother has, showed you how to use Malwarebytes, so I'm not going to go over that. As for GeForce Experience here, you're just going to want to update your drivers like everybody else shows you. Go here, check for updates. Once you have an update, download it, and then from there, that's over with. Always make sure your recycle bin is empty. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys a couple things that you can do real fast that are going to help your game run a lot better, guys. Now, all you're going to want to do is go down to your start bar here, and you're going to want to right click it. You're going to want to click on Run. Now, you're going to type in this exact phrase. It's called PREFETCH. Now, it's gonna tell you don't have permission to access this folder. You're gonna click continue anyways. Now, once you get to this long ass folder of a whole bunch of crap files, you're gonna want to just delete all of them. Go ahead and just delete all of them. What this is gonna do is it's just gonna clean up some files in your games, and if it says you can't delete any of them, just skip them. There's no point in shenagling with it. Once you're done with that, just exit out of this, go back to run, and then type in temp, T-E-M-P, and then delete everything in this folder. Once you're done with that, you're going to go to run one more time here. And you're going to type in %temp%, and you're going to want to delete everything in this folder as well. Now, this is probably going to make your game feel 1,000 times better. If the Nvidia Inspector that we did earlier, definitely going to do it. Anyways, once you delete all the files that will allow you, you're done with that. And from here, you can run CC Cleaner. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what CC Cleaner is by now, because literally there's every freaking YouTube video in the world out there telling you what CC Cleaner is and how to use it. I'm not going to show you how to use it. What I'm going to show you instead is a app called ISLC. Okay, I'm going to have it posted in the description of my YouTube video, and you guys can basically download this and use it. I use it at startup. As you can see, it's running right now. Basically, once you have it downloaded, you're going to get this logo right here where you're going to click ISLC. Oh, no, my bad. It's going to be this one right here, ISLC, and you're going to open it up. ISLC is already running. Only one is allowed. Okay, my bad. For me, I'm going to have to go down here, but for you, you would have to open it that way. Now, what this is it's going to tell you the total amount of memory on your computer. And then it's going to say standby list. And this is basically how much of that memory is being used. And this is how much of the memory you got left. Okay? What you're going to want to do is just clean it. Purge standby list. Your screen might freeze for a second, because depending on how much you had, like I did, you're just going to want to purge that list, and it'll start the number. And then where it says wanted timer resolution, put that on 0.50. Then check this as enabled. And now what that's going to do is it's basically a timer resolution that is just going to open every time you go to start your computer automatically, so where you don't have to deal with it. And now I'm going to show you how to make timer resolution actually work, guys. There's all these videos out there that show you how to use timer resolution, but they don't really show you the second part to it. And I'm going to show you guys why timer resolution might not work for you. Now, for me, I can get to this easily. We're just going to type in device manager, and this thing's going to pop up, guys. Okay? Now, once you guys get here, you're just going to scroll down to system devices. Once you're at system devices, you're going to look for high precision event timer. This is known as HPET. HPET is what controls the resolution, the timer resolution of your monitor. If you don't disable this, then installing timer resolution does nothing. So make sure you go and find this and disable it in your drivers, guys. All right, and then that's it for this part. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is part 1 of 3. I wasn't going to do all my tricks in one video because it would be like probably an hour and a half long. But if you guys used any of these tricks and seen any performance increases on your computer and would like part 2 and 3 to come out and give me a reason to make a part 2 and 3, just go ahead and smash that like button and comment where part 2 at, just like that. Where part 2 at, just like that. All right, boys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Shout out to all my PC gamers, shout out to all my console gamers, and most definitely enjoy the support, guys. Thank you very much.